Well, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000-watt voice of the numbers guys in the Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
No.
71's Larkin.
Oh, wait, there we go.
23, sorry.
We're
Chilios.
live.
I think we're live now.
Okay.
Boy, that was the wittiest
Open.
exchange we've ever
You
had.
missed everybody make fun of me for 5 minutes. Tones had a good nipple joke.
Yep.
What else
Talked
did we
about
got?
gas stations.
Banned
been
in
talking
47 countries. My joke.
Bucky's versus Sheets.
You don't get gas station talk everywhere.
Hey, Lauren, can you hear us now, Realtor? Yeah, there we go. All right, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right, let me
So everybody just laugh a little bit at the jokes that we had.
Yep.
Yes.
Talked about a gay buccaneer.
Okay, but
They're never going to let us
Buccaneer.
show that again.
No, there we go. Okay, now we're looking good. I think we're back to normal now. Hopefully the bumpers work for all the segments.
I hope so.
Damn, I was telling these guys I updated the computer, and it usually causes problems whenever there's
yeah,
an
don't
update.
update. Nope.
Yeah, and that just okay. I think we're good to go. Well, Richie, as I was saying
Yeah.
earlier, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, and Sheets, I think we're all caught up now. Very good. Let's start the show off the way we start off every show. A little segment we call Libation Exploration.
Tasty beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the numbers guys.
And we are back in Studio AB. Richie sounded a little under the weather over there.
A little too much Robert Kennedy impersonations last week.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now that's your permanent voice.
I know.
good.
That's it's good for business.
Maybe you could run for president someday.
Did your parents ever tell you if you keep making that face, it'll stay like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you'll
the same type of
watch
thing.
TV too close, you'll go blind.
Right. You keep talking like Robert Kennedy, they'll stay like that. It could be.
That's okay.
Yeah, possible.
It's
The
distinguished.
next thing I gotta do is get ripped.
Yeah, rip.
Yeah.
One resident
Here,
describes
I'm
her
gonna
horrifying
put this on real
experience
quick
when
here.
she first realized the complex was on
We
fire.
know you're under the weather.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, but then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
Oh, she got
Ain't
bronchitis.
nobody got time for that.
According to the apartment manager, the
I
fire
gotta make that
started
a drop.
in a woman's home who is
Nobody
illegally
got
down.
time for that.
I bet
She was
she
treated
made
for
her
smoke
weekly
inhalation at a
podcast
local-
too.
I bet you. I bet she did.
A gamer. You gotta suck it up.
Nobody got time for that.
Time for that.
No time.
No.
Jimmy, I got a 7:30 game, college basketball.
Yeah, let's talk about these.
And the Wings, I got money line. So
okay.
if you could get a live bet in, it's so early, no score.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Early picks.
I got one for 7:30 that's
Shoot.
getting close.
Do it.
Iowa State basketball.
Okay.
Live from the Carver Center,
Interstate.
Iowa City, Iowa.
Got it.
Getting Iowa at home getting 5.5 points. Granted, Iowa State is the number 3 team in the country, but big deal. This is as Rich would say, a rivalry game.
And we saw what happened in Columbus a week ago.
Throw the records out the window.
Throw the records out the window. In fact, usually the home team wins. This the last 4 years, it's been the home team that wins.
That's a trend I like.
In college basketball, getting 5.5 points, no big deal. But if you believe that the team could win the game, which I do, I'd say take the points. 5.5, Iowa. Oh, it's contagious.
Wow.
Oh, now you got it.
Spreading already.
Nobody got time for that. No.
I'm getting my mask on.
Does Fran have any kids left on that team?
I heard he's starting Caitlin Clark. Once
can't
again,
do
that's
that.
Iowa getting 5.5 at home against Iowa State, number 3 in the country.
Excellent. Toners, you got the money line for
Wingos.
the Detroit Red Wings.
Yes.
It's going on right now. Can still get it. We're a minute into the game, or what? 6
Couple
minutes into the game.
but
I think it was even. Was it even?
plus 105, I think.
That's how you shop it.
Yep.
Right there.
Something like that.
I got Thursday night football, but I'm.
Yeah, you may want to run into that too. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anybody else got any Thursday night?
I do. I'll run through mine real quick. I
Yes.
got this is Islanders at Blackhawks. There ain't no island left for Islanders like me. Billy Joel again, everybody. Billy Joel lyric. Under 5.5, minus 110 over at Fanatics.
So you're minus on that. Okay.
Yeah, minus 110, under 5.5 goals.
Under, yep.
Correct. Model came to minus 153, so a lot of value on that one. I got the Golden Knights at the Jets. More NHL hockey. Minus 110 for this bet. Over.
I got the over
5.5.
Yeah, I got that one going.
Yeah, that's an 8 o'clock game.
Yep.
Yes, sir. My number on that came to minus 157. I have Brock Purdy under 19.5 yards rushing, That's minus 110 over at BetMGM.
That's a lot of yards for that guy.
Isn't that a lot of yards?
For Purdy? Yeah.
You know what's interesting? He hasn't got, let's see, since week 12 when he got hurt, he's gotten 3 scrambles for 9 yards.
Well, knowing you're like an NFL, he'll start the opening drive with a
I'm thinking so.
22-yard scramble.
He's going to go the length of the field.
That's what
He's gonna,
happens when you bet.
It's going to be something totally unique, but that's what I got there. I think that's everything.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead,
A
D-Dub.
chance here.
Get it.
D-Dub has a parlay. Hold on a second. Bear with me. Bear with me.
Sure.
Shoot.
Hold. Spinning wheel.
I got a four-team money line
What
parlay
the
that involves the Rams. Do you want me to give you all those picks? I guess I have to.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Rams, Steelers, Lions, Seahawks. Rams are a bit of a dog tonight. I think they're getting 2.5, but I said 2.5 is not 3.5, so just take the money line and hope they win. I definitely think it's probably a coin flip, so you're getting a little extra on that. And then the Steelers, they're playing the Eagles. I made this stupid bet that I was bragging about, and now it's going to come up a loser. The involves the Steelers getting. I had them under 10.5 wins.
Yeah, he's a win total, right?
So I'm trying to
working out
find
well.
every which way to nickel and dime some of that money back.
Sure.
And they're playing the Eagles this week. I could see them pulling. The Steelers are just a good team. I know the Eagles are maybe the
Eagles are
second.
The Eagles' ego is about to implode. That's
Maybe
my prediction.
Maybe AJ Brown. Yeah, there's always something going on with him and Hurts. But anyhow, Steelers, Lions. That's one that we'll talk about, I'm sure, later. And then the Seahawks. Seahawks, I thought were dead in the water, and they keep
In first place
They had a
now.
hell of a game last week.
It's a crazy division over there.
Like, they straight up against the pack. That's what you're okay.
I can see it.
Okay.
It's in Seattle, I believe. Help me out. I hope I'm not wrong about that.
You're correct.
Jim,
And
I
they're
think we need some of that music
2.5-point dogs.
when people are doing their picks.
Oh, yeah. that'd be-
Dun, 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 dun,
Now,
dun, dun,
I had
dun.
one more for you guys.
We got more?
I do have one more for you. I
There's
just
more where
gotta
that came
find
from.
it. Oh,
Are your picks
here
tonight?
you go.
Yeah,
First,
7 units?
San
7 units
Francisco's
on Thursday night.
San Francisco's first drive. Oh, I'm sorry. That parlay plus 25.93.
Woo.
It's like 26 to 1.
Whoa, 26 to 1.
I'm putting a mere half a unit on that. That's a rich pick.
Okay.
He likes the half unit plays.
Half unit.
And I got the San Francisco first drive,
Better than no unit.
Debo to catch a pass. Caught 7 balls last week. Do you know how many times the average NFL team gets the ball?
I do not.
Like
9.
12.
Damn it.
Like 12-ish. So last week he had 7 catches.
The other cat gets a lot of, who is it, Jennings?
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yep.
Jennings had 7 last week, but I switched it at the last
There you
minute
go.
because Debo was crying this week on Twitter. He since has deleted the tweet, but
On X?
I don't
think
feed whiners. So
I
I
think
don't
they
throw the
will.
ball to whiners.
What's Twitter?
X heard it on the X
Platform formerly known as Twitter. Now it's just an
I think they are going to make an effort to get him the ball, and I think they're going to do it on the first drive. That's even money, plus 100.
Yeah, same thing, by the way, going along with your line of thinking there. A.J. Brown, last time he was squawking about not getting enough targets.
Yeah.
The next game, they blew him up, gave him all kinds of shit.
Yeah, 13
He's doing the
targets.
same thing. Yep.
What is with receivers?
His coach kind of said as much. So, I mean, we'll see what happens on that. That was at FanDuel. So, I like that one, though. And also, Jennings was rated at the same thing at the time. It quickly went to minus 120, but it was plus 100 on Jennings. He caught 7 balls last week. I liked them both, but I just had a funny feeling that Debo's going to get thrown to on the first play of the game.
Or maybe he gets his
that the bet?
ass benched.
That's the bet.
He's going to catch the first pass?
No, the San Francisco first drive. So
I
they
thought
don't
you
have
were going little uncut gems there.
they don't have to win the no, they don't have to win the coin flip or anything. It's just whenever San Francisco's first drive officially starts, he will catch a ball on that
And
series.
what was the odds? I'm sorry.
Even money?
I like it.
Yeah, not bad.
Uncut gems, he's got to win the tip. To
Ridiculous. And you know that you can't make those kind of bets at all in one
You cannot bet the tip as far as
You might be able to bet the tip, but you can't bet all those things that he was betting.
like the parlay.
Yeah, the same game parlay.
Yeah, they said. Well, I don't know. I don't think. I think the tip was the one thing. But I mean, you're right. They said no casino would have took that bet, but it was made for a good movie. Plus, it was Kevin Garnett.
I thought it was horrible.
That movie was one of his best movies of all time.
Kevin Garnett, probably.
Adam Sandler.
Did you get that, Jimmy?
Was that his only movie? Probably, I think. Yeah.
I think
get
he
it.
might have been in a few Adam Sandler joints.
Really?
I think so.
Shaq has been.
Yeah.
But I like that. You didn't like that movie?
I only watched the first half because I just.
It's like a degenerate gambler at his best.
He's
I
got a
thought it
lot
was
of
really good.
demons.
A lot of demons.
I've never saw it.
I mean, the cat, he was getting divorced from Idina Menzel and then banging, what's her Fox name? Fox?
Megan Fox?
Not Megan Fox. Something. Megan, she's
Michael J.
Vivica A. No?
Name that Fox.
Name the Fox.
She was hanging out with, who's the psycho, the German Nazi rapper.
That's a white blanket.
German
The rapper, the black rapper, Kanye.
Just call all Germans Nazis.
She's with Kanye before he got with his last girl.
Kardashian.
No, after her.
You sure it's a fox?
I thought it was somebody out there. Where's
Yeah. Give us a hand.
Gary? Somebody.
Foxfire Fixins. It's a good little restaurant in the Marine City area.
Is it? Never been.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting, let's have a beer, eh?
Sure.
What do you guys think of that? This one was courtesy of Daryl. We didn't. I don't think we had anybody to buy beer.
This week.
I'm happy
You
to
guys didn't do it
contribute
last week.
once
Right?
in a while.
Oh, you didn't do. You did 2 trivia questions.
Yeah,
We
we
did.
It was more for fun.
Right. It was
A
more
lot of
funsies.
times when people are gone for a couple of weeks, they bring beer in just for a treat.
Well, I would have,
Custom.
but Daryl said I have beer
Customary.
from Chicago, so I didn't offer.
Yeah.
I can read the text.
All right, tonight's beer, courtesy of D-Dub. It's been hanging around for a while. We haven't gotten to it. This is called Cold Time from Revolution Brewing in Illinois, right? D-Dub?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be a clean, flavorful premium lager brewed for the moment that we want to reward
I think
yourself.
it's Chicago, Ohio.
Oh, was it Chicago, Ohio?
The description
Place is a dump.
says Tones should like this, but we'll see.
This is right in your wheelhouse, Tones, I
That
think.
should be.
4.8% ABV. Let's start with Tones tonight since you think it's in
Talking
your
about a
wheelhouse.
revolution.
Chicago, Ohio, real city.
Very clean, crisp, for sure. I like it.
It's a kind of like a lawnmower beer, isn't it, Jimmy?
I haven't tried it yet. I was going to get the rating scale up here on the screen for a minute.
Not bad. I could
Pound a few of
I
these
could take a 3-pack of these on a hot day.
by the pool.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do 3.9. 3.9 on this one.
I think that's a pretty fair score. It's just a sort of an average American.
Yeah, that's good.
This could be mass produced as a domestic.
They could throw
macro brew,
Big
Micro
brew,
macro brew.
big brew label on this, and you'll be like,
Yeah.
good to roll.
I guess that's my point, though. Is like, why make a beer that's like every other beer?
Yeah.
Like, what are you adding here?
See, I think this might be just like a local thing, like just a cheap
Like
beer.
that Steel City shit?
It's better than that, though.
Well, that's true.
This is a revolution.
This is just like a Bud Light, basically. But you're right. No, you're right.
Well, I meant local brew type thing. Like, you don't get Steel City outside the Steel City, I don't think. Or outside Pennsylvania.
I guess I was thinking of Steel Reserve.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's way different.
Horrible.
That stuff's bad.
I will say, I'm having this right next to a PBR side by side here. I can tell a difference for sure.
Which one you like better?
I think I like the PBR a little bit better, but I like PBR is my go-to, just domestic adjunct lager,
Adjunct.
Yeah, it's an adjunct, corn-based.
Well, I don't know.
gluten free.
It's not much of a difference.
No, but just a little bit. There's almost a
Subtle.
mustier taste, maybe, I guess. It'd be musty.
Oh.
Or
Musk.
musky or musty.
Elon Muskie.
Yeah, Elon Muskie with this one. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm not sure.
It's uninventive.
Makes me want to burp.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not impressed. It's
Price
going
was-
2.9 for me.
The price was impressive.
Oh, how much was it?
Been a long time. I think it was just a couple bucks more than the PBR.
Okay.
Guess you'd probably just stick with the PBR, huh?
I think I would in this example.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, it's not bad. No, it is what it is.
You guys ever have steam whistle?
I have not.
I'm
Steam
not
whistle
familiar
is-
with that work.
Say again.
I'm not familiar with that.
Toronto.
Toronto.
They brew them in green bottles, and it's
Always good.
popular there because it's
It's like Molson Canadian.
it's something they take pride in for some reason. But I say pride comes before the fall.
I think you said that last week. You reminded Tones
So
about that. And
It worked out
Allie
well.
was saying that he's very modest.
I'm modest. Modest tones.
Yeah, modest Tones.
catch him on the wrong day, though.
I want that. The real MF-er, that guy.
Don't catch me after
And the M's not for modest.
after
you
Michigan
that.
beats Ohio State. Don't catch me.
Yeah, wow. Did anybody score this? Did we score this?
I think
I got
those
3-9.
Tones did.
3-9,
Yeah.
2-9, and I'm going to say 3-5.
3-5, straight up 3. This is like the third beer in a row. I've just given it a 3.
There you go.
That's fine. You know, for the style, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about, but nothing offensive either.
Brewed low and slow, like I like my brisket.
Yeah, your brisket and your
Lowrider.
vehicles, your
Yes.
lowrider. That's right.
Calling the masters of facts, the sultans of stats, the czars of knowledge that isn't learned in college. It's the Numbers Guys Trivia.
Okay, we are going to use Numbers Guys Trivia this week for its intended purpose, which is to determine who will be buying the beer next week. Next week. We have one more show until Christmas, or 2 more shows?
One more before
one.
Christmas.
One more before Christmas. So we're going to have to do our power ratings for Christmas songs next week.
Ooh, second annual.
Yeah, second annual.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, one of the funniest things I think Tones ever said was, I don't think it's going to change much. Because it's really...
It's not a lot of new content
yeah.
when it comes to Christmas.
No,
songs.
it's very true. But we'll get those out next week's episode. Numbers Guys Trivia. Let me put this up here. It's about the Los Angeles Rams. You may have heard of them. They're playing tonight against the San Francisco 49ers. The Rams won a NFL championship representing how many different cities? The Rams, they won an NFL championship representing how many different cities? So it's going to be a number between 0 and 15. How many different cities have the Rams represented with winning an NFL championship? And of course, we will give out the answer later on in the show. Something I wanted to do real quick is it's college football playoff season, expanded college football playoff season.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys watch the selection show?
I caught some of it.
Yeah, Tones did.
No.
No? Okay. What we did is we all put in our picks, right? We picked 12 teams each. Remember that?
Yeah. Who matched the most?
Going back?
Are
That's
we-
what we're going to talk
Okay.
about. I'm going to put these on the screen. So Dale Dubb was on the show that week.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Dale Dubb did really, really well. Look at this. He got Georgia, Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Penn State, Clemson, Ohio State, and Boise State.
Wow.
What is that, 9?
9.
Your
You
brother,
got 9.
your brother cleaned house.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's good.
He took your Michigan pick, unfortunately.
Yeah, that screwed him. JT, that's me. Let's see. What did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's not bad either.
I
Pretty
had
good.
8. Pretty good, eh?
8. Yep.
Tones also did good.
8.
Georgia, Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, and Tennessee. What is that? 7?
Or 7. Yes.
That's 7.
7.
D-Dub, Georgia, Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame, SMU. That was a huge, look at that, plus 1,100.
Wow. Did
Yeah.
you bet that?
No.
Oh, way to go.
Damn. That was a good pick,
I
though.
can't bet every single future out there.
That was a good pick.
Good pick,
That's.
too, because that was after that first week where they almost lost in Nevada.
I felt like that was kind of the idea, guys, is just to get, try to get some stuff outside
Yeah,
of the
with
box.
12 teams, there's going to be 3 or 4 that sneak up out of nowhere.
If you'd asked me at the time what I thought my best bet was, I probably would have said Utah.
Yeah,
Here
Utah
they
was
are.
on, I think they were on most of ours, 4 of ours. Utah was, and of course they didn't make it.
Yeah, I was high on them at the beginning of the season.
Richie, Colorado did not come through for you, buddy.
Oh, so close, though.
Yeah, so close. But
Keep
Georgia,
your receipts
Oregon,
for next
Texas,
season.
Notre Dame, Ohio State. So what I basically did was I said, all right, well, if we put 1 unit on each of these, how would we have fared?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
scenario.
Let's take a quick peek here. Dale Dubb, he had 9 correct picks. He would have been up 6.99 units.
Good job.
He would have netted out almost 7 units. Mm-hmm. This is what's shocking. Whoa, D-Dub!
SMU
Only
came
6
up.
correct, but
Yeah.
you would have been up 6.65 units.
SMU.
You got to. That's the kind of the idea.
Yeah, quality, not quantity.
Quality, not quantity.
Sure. Third place, yours truly at 8 correct. I'm up 4.04 units. Anthony Boy, 7 correct. He's down 0.71
Wow, I get
units.
7 correct and I'm down.
Yeah, a lot of them. Like one was minus 5 something Ohio
That's
State.
brutal.
Oh, yeah. And then Richie, 5 correct, down 5.35 units. So all in all, if you just would have went and played our plays, our picks, you've done pretty well.
There you
for
go.
that. Yeah. So that is the recap. Woohoo. Exciting stuff.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Get my brother on the phone.
We should. I might have to dial him in, man. I might have to
He
dial
gets
him
a
in.
Chi-Chi shot.
I'm hoping our phone works today. That's going to be the next thing. Let's do this.
It's the NFL Against the Spread Challenge with the numbers guy and Jorel.
For trivia.
This is actually really good.
I need that link
He
for
loves
trivia again.
coconuts.
The link?
Yeah.
The man loves coconuts. Who doesn't love coconut? You like coconuts?
I like that Brock's candy with the caramel stripe in it. It looks like a Neapolitan.
I know what you're talking about.
Those are good.
Yeah, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Richie, you're a big coconut guy?
I like coconut.
Yeah. Yeah. Tones?
A little bit. I'm
A little
not.
pina colada action.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, on a hot
no, thank
day,
you.
a
No,
pina
thank
colada,
you.
that's about it.
You put the lime in the coconut and you swish it all around. Is that how that goes?
Put the lime in the coconut. Some song there.
I don't know. Here's how the Chi-Chi's Challenge works, guys. So we have a local professional amateur football handicapper. His name is Jorel, goes by Silk. You may have heard of him, probably heard of him. It's at Silk Football on Instagram and at Jorel Petree if you're a Facebook kind of guy.
On X, I think it's Silk the Shocker.
I think it is Silk the Shocker. Yeah. So he texted D-Dub one night or contacted you via Facebook. I guess how he contacted you probably doesn't matter.
He
for the
messaged
story.
me.
Okay, he messaged you.
Instant
you slide
message.
into your DMs like
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the
Richie
sound of
told
that
me
at
about
all.
that. He said slide into your DM.
Slide in.
And he said, you guys, you're really sharp with your college or with your pro football stuff, your NFL football.
Mm-hmm.
But he thinks he's sharper. And he wanted to go up against us head to head against the spread, picking 4 games every week. We use the same lines. We use ESPN lines. And we just total up our wins and losses. And whoever gets the most wins, or has the best record, I should say, wins the coveted. This thing is coveted. There it is. The Chi-Chi's Cup. The Chi-Chi's Cup, which is a imported, we'll call it Rutherford Crystal. Rutherford Crystal ice bucket filled with $1.25 ready to drink Chi-Chi's beverages. So the winner,
I heard it's $1.35 now.
I think they went up in price, yeah. To the victor goes the spoils, though. And these are the spoils.
Yeah, we all pitched in and got a bunch of them Chi-Chis.
Those may have been left over from the 3rd week of the show.
What's the shelf life on those things?
No shelf life. They're like mustard. You could just keep that in your cabinet.
Like a Twinkie and Chi-Chi's shot?
Right. I'm really
What
hoping.
came up, Tones. Guys,
I'm hoping it's indefinite without refrigeration because that's what those
I'm
are.
sure.
So before I get Jorel on the horn here, here's our official standings. We actually lost a half a game last week.
Wasn't my fault.
It was.
After
It
the
was
first
my
two,
it
fault,
wasn't my
your
fault.
fault.
No.
Click on the link.
No. Jarrell and I had the same pick, so it was.
Oh,
a
that's
wash.
right. So I guess it was a wash.
It was
I
a
guess
complete
really-
wash.
We are 34-20-2 against the spread.
I like it.
Pretty good.
Yes, that's 60%.
6 out of 10 ain't bad.
Right. Silk 32-24-0.
It's pretty close.
57% against the spread. Still a fantastic record.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, this has been quite the match here.
Next year for the Chi-Chis, we're taking on College Football Joe
Ooh, it's impossible.
for the College Cup.
We can't. You want another cup? What
Yeah.
would our other cup be?
Hey, just build a shelf.
Hey, as long as Timu has it, I'll get it. I forgot to tell.
Well, college football, Joe, he's a real challenge.
No, he is. He is. I don't know what you're trying to say about Silk.
And we're up 3 games. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen?
We'll be down 1 unit.
I did forget to tell Silk that we were going to call him. So hopefully he'll answer the phone here. I can't believe how good we've done collectively, us
Yeah,
and
well.
Jorel. I mean, that's
been a good year.
Those are big numbers.
Got a feeling 24 is going to be a good year.
Yeah. He texted me his picks at like 4 in the morning.
Oh.
So I don't know if he had a late night or an early morning. One of the two.
Interesting way to look at it.
He's drawing up plays for the football season next year.
Drawing plays in the sand.
All right. So no answer there. I'll go ahead and give out Silk's picks on his behalf. And what's interesting this week is I think we have two that are opposite each other. So this could be some major shifting going on here in the standings. Yeah.
I like major shifting.
Do you like major shift? Major shift.
I do.
He's got the Dolphins +3. The Dolphins +3. Now take a look at me. Take a look at me now. See what you.
Is that Stroud?
Is that Phil Collins?
Could be a Texans hat. I don't know why I would wear that today. Dolphins +3 against the Texans. Stillers +5.5 against the Eagles.
Smash.
Yeah, I like that pick. It's a good pick. Not that what I say matters. The 49ers -3 against the Rams. Laying 3.
Interesting.
And Tones, the Buccaneers +3 against your
Wrong.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Wrong.
So that's what Silk's got. Yes, we're oppo on 2 of them.
Interesting.
I'll let the people at home try to figure out which 2 those might be. I'm going to just tell you right now. Here we go. Okay. I'm not going to take too much time with you guys guessing.
Oh,
I would suspect.
I got in before Tones. I said, what can I do? If I'm
stole
going
my
first,
hometown
who am I
team.
going to take?
Yeah.
I got to get in there first. That's the only way to get a chance at him. Give me the Lions. I don't really understand the line. I know they're both good teams, but the Lions have had 10 days off, and they're playing it at home.
Defensive pieces coming back.
I don't know about that,
Yeah,
but I just think the Bills, tough road game out West Coast.
Yeah.
I know they had a week rest, but still.
Defense gave up a ton of points.
Another road game for the Bills.
Is it a road game? It's kind of their home away from home. A lot of years.
Ralph Wilson ain't walking through them doors, brother.
Well,
There'll be a lot of Bills fans.
that would be a miracle.
in
But
D-Town.
I'm going to say there's going to be 90% Lions fans.
I'm going to say
Yeah,
70,
I don't think a lot
30.
of.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that Thanksgiving game 2 years
What-
ago
what
was
kind of low-
50-50.
The ticket prices, if you look, they're like
This is the highest
crazy.
tickets reselling game of the year.
What kind of lowlife would sell their tickets to a Bills fan?
I don't know.
If they're giving you 5 times what you paid for it, you might.
That's
I
you'd
sold
have to
mine to a
be pretty
some
low.
type of conglomerate, like I always do.
They Financial.
So I think it's like some corporate thing that just gives out corporate tickets because like we had 4 guys standing in front of us at Thursday night and they had like no interest in the game. You could tell they were out of town or something, just there to soak in the scene, you know.
Soak it all in.
Yeah.
So that's hometown dubs. That's what
Thank
he
you.
picked up there. All right,
I
next.
mean, take a
on-
pick away from Tones. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weak.
What?
I gave you 2 the last 2 weeks.
Me and Jim have given Tones that pick multiple times.
in past weeks, we said let's reserve that for Tones.
Be a team player.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of a shot across the bow.
I gave him a winner 2 weeks ago when he would have had a loser. Last week I tried to help him out. Gee whiz, what can I do? What else can I do for the guy?
I know. But, you know.
Do you know I have 2 losses and a tie by a total of 2 points, or say 2.5 points if you want to go there.
So I got Texans. It was 2.5 when I originally picked it. Moved to -3. I don't like that quite as much. But D'Amico Ryan, he said that his team really needed this rest. They're coming off the bye, by the way.
Yeah.
At home, really needed this rest.
Refreshed, recharged, refocused.
Yeah.
You gotta fix the offense though.
Yes, I don't know if you guys remember this. They were the first one to camp this year because they played in that. What do you call the first game? My gosh, I can't think of it. Hall of Fame Bowl or Hall of Fame game. Yeah, Hall of Fame
So
game.
they
Like
had
the Hallmark Bowl.
That's a long stretch without having a bye
No
week.
break.
That's
Yep.
a long stretch.
Yep. So they should be licking their wounds, getting healthy. Again, they're at home. I think they're going to come out fired up.
All right.
So that's what I got there against the Finns. All the Finns have been playing well, too. I couldn't fault Silk for picking that. Richie, you took the Cards -6.
Yeah, they're in a kind of win spot here. They've not shown up the last couple of weeks, but this is at home against the Pats.
And,
Do or die.
Well,
That's what I
Chet's not
said.
walking in the door for the Pats anymore. He's going somewhere else.
No.
That's right. Coaching, what were you saying? UNC?
Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Tar Heels.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd, but
Kind of odd.
The future of football is in the college ranks, I believe.
Could be.
I don't know what that means.
I'm
but
not sure what that means exactly.
it means that all of a sudden I think you're going to get some of the better coaching candidates out in a more truer game.
Okay.
Really? Do you really think that, Daryl?
I think he's making it up for filler here.
I don't know.
Tones.
Philly?
There you go. Chargers -3 Tones.
Chargers at home, solid D. I think they take care of business over the Bucks by TD.
I think you're probably right. Let me check up on the chat here real quick, too. We got Realtor Lauren. Quiet night in the chat tonight. Realtor, nice to hear from you. Always a pleasure. You said you guys drinking the Chi-Chi's drinks is bringing the restaurant back. Yes, sir. We talked about that last week, didn't we?
Trendsetters.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to go.
Out of the curve.
Is there any of them going to be in Metro Detroit?
They better be.
When they come
Where
back.
are they
I
going to
hope
be?
so.
Belleville?
Where else are you going to celebrate your food? It's a celebration of food. I went to Olive Garden the other day, by the way. First of all the best of Italy became mine. Second of all, when I was there,
The tour of Italy?
I was family. I felt that way anyway.
That's nice.
Yeah, I didn't do the tour.
You
I
and your
didn't.
paisans.
Yeah, it was like, but I did have the ravioli, which was exceptional, and it came with like a bunch of melted cheese on it, which didn't say that on the menu. So I don't know if that was supposed to be, but it was like almost cooked in almost like sometimes you get pasta and they'll cook it in like an iron thing and they'll put like a mountain of melted mozzarella on top. That's how this was.
Well, they put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Yeah, they nuked it for like 45, I think, because it came out. It was pretty freaking hot. That cheese was melted. But anyway, very good.
Chef special.
Yeah, it might have been. I had a feeling it was probably just old ravioli and they wanted to cover it up somehow. But in any
Oldest
event,
trick in the book.
yeah. Oh, she says, Realtor Lauren says she's a ma'am, not a sir. Did I call you sir? I apologize for that. And,
Oh, man.
sorry
It
about
happens sometimes.
that.
Do you know who you're dating here? Have you done research?
What stays behind closed doors? Behind closed doors. It's cool to be gay now.
Hey, we're going to have voodoo judge as our governor pretty soon. So
Yeah, we might.
Yep.
We might.
Gov.
All right,
Talking about Mike.
yeah, booty.
Big Mike, I'm doing it this week. We haven't done it in 2 weeks, guys.
I'm D-Dub.
Yeah,
Waited for
I
me.
am.
we did.
I'm Richie, and in my neighborhood, we have a train that comes through. Woo woo!
And I'm JT, the whole NFL, and possibly the ghost of Andy Rooney
Why are there patches on suit jackets?
in 30 minutes. Good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out.
All right, Richie, you haven't been here in a while. Explain what NFL in 30 minutes is, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, we're supposed to do all the games, biting analysis, what our thoughts are in the picks, and all in under 30 minutes.
That's right.
I got bronchitis.
Got to get you a lozenge.
Ain't got no time for that.
I don't know. Yeah. When you're running the country like I am.
That's true.
We had a big debate
Making
the
it
other
healthy
night,
again.
Jimmy.
Yeah, sure.
Saturday night, we went out with the plumber to the stars.
Yes.
And my wife, I think I call her Ethel, she got in an argument with the plumber
Oh, boy.
regarding what you call that cough suppressant that you put in your mouth. What do you call that thing?
A lozenge?
Yes, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
He said it was a.
I like Ludens. Good flavor.
Those are good. Cherry, wild cherry.
That's what she
He said they're called lozengers.
That's another name.
You know,
I
he
mean,
could
isn't it
be
just
right.
plural for lozenge?
Lozenger. He called it lozenger, not
I've
the
heard
S.
that term.
Yeah, I actually had to think about how to say it.
I thought they
I
were
came
both
up with
right.
lozenge. Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
just
saying.
say
I think
cough drop.
she's right. But,
No, I think you just say cough drop.
Cough drop. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I think on the package it doesn't say lozenges.
There's no R for sure, yeah.
I don't think there's an R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've heard that, though.
What a biting argument.
It was a hell of a debate. It was at that one that used to be the Packard Grill
The Hilltop?
on Van Dyke.
Oh, the Cloak and Barrel. Oh,
Yeah, the barrel. Tap and barrel.
Tap and Barrel. Yeah.
Good food.
Oh, good food.
Not
eh?
bad.
Is that the same ownership? You know,
I don't think so.
I haven't been there.
I'm
Nobody
not,
got time for that.
The food's okay, but the drinks I feel like are cheap for some reason.
That's the way Packard was too back in the day.
It gives me headaches anytime I eat drink there.
Oh.
So I stopped going.
That's smart. Just for your own health, for health reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I am the Department of Health, for Christ's sake.
You are. You sure are. All right, so here's every NFL game. We're going to try to do this in 30 minutes. It's a full slate this week. No buys.
Full slate.
Full slate. So let's run through this, and we're going to start
So what is that, like a minute and a half per game to do?
We really got to hustle.
We got to hustle it up.
Yeah.
Lauren, over under.
Yeah, over under, Lauren, please. First game, Rams. This is Thursday Night Football. Rams at the 49ers. 49ers laying 3 or 2.5, depending where you go. 48 is your total. Go ahead. Who wants it? Rich, go ahead.
I'm just going to sit back and watch this game. This is like pretty much to determine who's going to be left for a playoff spot. Loser's done, and winner has a shot. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting game. I don't have a pick.
Who wants it over there?
Not all at once.
Anthony, do you think that
I would take the Rams on this with the +3. I know everybody's like, well, San Francisco is talking, they're gonna bounce back, but I don't know. The Rams had a hell of an offensive performance. I don't think San Fran's gonna be able to match that. So I would take the 3 points there.
I kind of think it's going to hit over too? It's 48 points is nothing to shake a stick at, but I feel like there's going to be at least 7 touchdowns scored in this game, 3 or 4 on each side. And I could also agree with Tones about the Rams. I think the Rams probably win outright. 49ers, everybody was down on them, and then they beat the Bears. Hey, the Bears aren't going to win again this year. I told you that 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you could be right. Then they won again. Did they win a game in between then?
No,
Oh,
they
didn't?
stink.
Oh,
I think they're gonna have the most games that play tough without getting results. W's for
without
it.
getting a win.
It didn't show last
They're
week.
pesky.
It
and
didn't show
they're just
last
not gonna
week.
get W's for it.
And I think the Niners got a little false credibility after last week.
Mm-hmm.
Still got some of those injuries on the defensive side, and Bosa I think might play.
Not playing. I saw earlier.
That's a big loss.
Yeah, it's a big loss.
It's a big
I think
loss.
that's what, because it was 3 everywhere. Then it went to 2.5 again.
Hey, a little bonus pick for you on this one.
Sure.
This is not in my top picks.
Yeah.
But the running back on 49ers was questionable. Is playing Isaac. Let's call him Guerrero.
He is playing.
Yeah.
And I might have. I saw that he wasn't playing the same place I saw that Bosa wasn't
shoot.
playing.
I had heard at on the way over here at 6:45
He's probably
that
playing.
he was. So
Yeah,
I got
you're
in.
probably right.
And if you go to Bet Rivers,
Okay.
that's not the best. You can find. I'm sorry for taking up all this time, but I think this is important.
Yeah.
Take the full 5 minutes.
It's a sneaky play here because at Bet Rivers you can get a 50% boost, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Mine was up to $50.
Lauren, we're going
So-
over. We're going over, Lauren.
Yeah, I think it's an over. If the trend is any indication,
He's got to
this
get
is
to
an over.
60 yards.
Got to get to 60 yards.
You were going to ask.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good,
There you
pretty
go.
safe bet there.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, folks, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Giants. They're out there. Going to be cold probably at MetLife, I would assume. The Giants plus 16.5. I believe it opened or reopened plus 14 or 13 and a half?
13.5, I thought.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Originally. But
Well, definitely some money pouring in for the Baltimore Ravens. 42.5 is the point total.
Tones, the only one play for this would be the Giants. That's just a lot of points.
yeah, it's tough in the NFL to give a home team 16 and a half
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
I don't care what the matchup is. I could see Baltimore getting up early and then laying back a little, and Giants linger around and find a way to cover that. You know, I could see 13, 14-point game, but I think at home the Giants just will tough it out, give them a little fits here and there, and keep it in I don't know, less than 16. So I don't know. I would take the points at home if I had to. I'm not betting it, but I just can't take a home team dog, plus 16 and a half. Not take that. So
How about you, Richie? What you got?
Too many points for me. I sure would never bet the Giants logically. So, if any, I don't. What's our over under here, guys?
42 and a half.
42 and a half. Is it still Drew Lock in the house?
I think so, and that's a reason maybe you could take the Giants.
Don't like that at all. I hate to be the boring guy here, but definitely staying off this one again.
They were trying to stash him, Jimmy, for a while there.
I'll tell you what, per PFF, it's Tommy Cutlets.
Oh, I'm definitely taking the Giants.
What happened to Locke?
My boy.
Did he get injured?
Like in the last half of the last quarter?
I think so.
Wow.
Maybe.
He looked good out there.
He's not showing up on injury reports. That can't be it. Anyway, it says
They
QB
have some
concern.
kind of a deal on his contract where if he plays more than a certain amount of snaps, he gets something, a bonus or something.
Okay.
They were stashing him. They did not want to play him, and then they kind of had run out of options.
Yeah, it's interesting. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do anything with this one either. So
There you go.
let us
save 29 seconds.
move on. Next on the docket today, we have Richie's Dallas Cowboys at the first time they've been favored all year, Carolina Panthers.
Can I ask you a question before the season? Yeah. Could you see Dallas +3 at Carolina? Would you?
You know, I can't. I was down there last year for this game, and wow, that was a scene, just a complete blowout. So no, I mean they won by 30-something points last year. All Cowboy fans in Carolina, and now you're talking 1 year later. That's just how crazy the NFL moves. And now you're talking about Bryce. They're not going to draft a quarterback, I don't think.
I wouldn't. Not for
he looks all right. I mean, he looks like he's turning it around.
That's Jimmy's
crazy.
Boy.
I know. Jimmy called it a long time ago.
I said, yeah, I just saw something in Bryce Young. I don't know what it was.
I'm surprised you didn't have a Bryce jersey.
Some raw talent.
That's next.
It's coming.
Raw talent.
Next time I go see my Jersey guy.
But I do think the Cowboys still have a little respect for themselves. I actually have this coming up in my picks, but I'm taking Cowboys money line here. I feel like the trendy pick is to take Carolina because they've been looking better, but they're still not quite there.
Yeah.
I'm with Rich. I think the boys will put a fight up. I would take the money line too. Carolina, I don't have a ton of faith the way they played all season, but I just think the boys will try to go in there and get a W, salvage their season a little bit, have some respect. So,
as Jimmy would say, the wrong team is favored.
Yes.
The wrong team is favored. And if it was 2.5, Carolina getting 2.5, then I would buy it up to 3.5. I'd love that bet all day long. As it stands here, I'm still almost tempted to take the Panthers in the money line at -120. But I would probably, just for purposes of this show, I would say leave it alone.
Just looking at the model here, number comes to Panthers +2.8. So Panthers plus, call it 3. It's Panthers -3. You're right, D-Dub. The wrong team is favored. I'd go with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Here. On a total of 45. Could be an over as well.
Mine said Dallas -2.5, as a matter of fact.
Dallas -2.5?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close there.
Yep.
All right. Very good. Very good. How about the Bengals at the Titans? I don't have any desire to watch this game. I don't know why.
Bengals are exciting.
The Bengals are, but the Titans aren't. I don't know. The Bengals really, are they going to even be playing?
This is a psychological
dilemma
anyway. For the Bengals.
Titans are at home. Home
Do you
dog.
wanna
They're
try?
getting 5. 46. Who would like to start here?
I'm almost intrigued to take the Titans here because this just seems like an obvious Bengals pick, but they have really nothing to play for. I mean, I think Titans, Will Levis is going to try to save his job. They looked absolutely terrible. Like, why is this line only 5? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. So, if I were to bet the game, I'd take the Titans just because, like, why is this line how it is? It doesn't even make sense. Like, to me, I don't know. I'm not going to bet it, but if I were, I'd take the Titans.
I don't know. Bengals, to me, a wasted season. Lots of talent that they just could not harness and get rolling early. But I'm just not a fan of Tennessee. I gotta believe the Bengals could win by touchdown here. So I'm gonna run with that.
Rule number 1 this season: never bet on the Titans. Although I've probably gotten burned on the Bengals more than anybody this year. I don't know what the Bengals' problem is. I hope they would come into this game and put a little effort into it, and then they should cover. Should be Joe Burrow's got the most passing yards in.
How are they not better? Like the Bengals,
he's got
what's
the
going
best
on?
receiver in the league.
What's going on?
I don't get it.
The record should be better.
I don't get it. But I don't know how you would play this one. Maybe parlay Bengals money line, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What you got?
Number comes to Titans +6, Titans +5. That doesn't really intrigue me all that much. Total 44. Is that 46.5? Maybe go under.
Why do the Flyers have the sexy specs guy on their bench?
Richard S. Golden?
John,
Possible.
John Tortorella.
So he looks a little bit like somebody else I can't think of right now. But
Now, this one is interesting to me. You got the Chiefs at the Browns. The Chiefs at the Browns. Browns getting 4 or 4.5 at home. A juiced 4.5 over at FanDuel. And 43 is the total. Tones, I'm curious to see after that triumphant victory that you had with the Chargers last week, +4 against the Chiefs. What would you like to say here? Now, remember, I know you're very modest, so.
I'm going to do a reversal.
Okay.
I'll take the Chiefs minus the 4 at the underwhelming Browns, and I think now the Chiefs every week they let every team linger to the end, but I think they'll punch them out with a TD or so to cover that. So, but I just can't see the Browns hanging around like the Chargers did. So.
I think the Chiefs might want to start getting in gear here at some point.
Think so, yeah.
Running out of time.
Right.
I know they only have one loss on the season. But that being said, beating everybody by a field goal, I don't know if I don't know. I guess you win, right? But very lackluster.
It's like they wait to turn on their switch to the game's on the line. They're like, okay, now we got to go. Let's make it happen.
I'm with Tones. If you're gonna play this one, I think you got to go with the Chiefs. But I wouldn't be surprised if they won by 3 again.
I'm playing this one. I'm going to put a little on the Browns money line because Chiefs are due to be beaten. I don't think what's the record against the line this year? It can't be very good. Has to be terrible.
Oh, the Chiefs?
Yeah,
they're getting terrible.
And there's that stat. I don't know if you guys have mentioned it, but of course, if you take the last 2 minutes out of every game, they're like 2-10 or something.
Yeah, they probably lost.
They're a losing team no matter what it is. So I don't know. There's a spot where I think the Browns can get them. It'd be a fun money line bet for me.
Yeah. Richie?
I think sort of the opposite of what Rich is thinking. Even though they didn't lose those games, they still I think that they're more likely to blow somebody out than they would be to actually lose.
I agree with you, but I mean, it's just not happening. A week after, we're week, 17, 15 now?
15. Running out of weeks.
It's
running out of weeks to change that,
Yeah.
When's going to happen? So I don't know. That's why I just said it'd be a fun bet. I'm not going to go crazy, but I'm going to be shocked if the Browns take them down. I mean, they got a 2-game lead now. I mean, can kind of rest some guys if they have to.
Yeah, I might sprinkle a little bit there too, Rich. I'm really with you. By the way, against the spread, Chiefs are 4-8-1. Browns, not much better. My Browns at 4-9.
No.
So actually not better at all.
4-9? Okay.
Yeah, 4-9.
Plus 180 money line?
Yeah, I'm going to take an extra second here. I used to be a Chiefs fan. Prior to Saturday or Sunday night, I can't talk today. Prior to Sunday night, I was a Chiefs fan.
Okay.
You switched?
I'm so fucking sick of this team.
After Sunday night?
After Sunday night.
Okay.
I mean, I nailed that. I had that handicap perfect. What's his face was out. McConkey was out. I'm thinking, man, this is going to be great. They go into the half.
Harbaugh
I had
effect.
half a chub. I was like, ha, Tones. Yeah, take your Chargers, you son of a bitch. Look what's happening. And then they went and blew it. Don't like the team anymore.
I actually got +5 on the Chargers before kickoff.
Oh, there you
I went
go.
a big bet. And then I put a little on the money line. I was so pissed when I woke up the next day. I'm like, lost out on that thing? Like a donker? Come on, man.
But you know what I did during the game when Herbert went down? I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
He was out for a couple plays.
Right.
But when I saw that, it was, and the Chiefs were up by 10 at
6,
that,
maybe?
6 at that point, something
Yeah.
like that. So anyway, it was Chiefs -7 in game. And I bet that right away. I bet Rivers. I was like, bink, put that in. And then when Herbert came back, I cashed that bet out. Luckily, that
Nice.
could have been bad. But
Yeah, because they got up 13. That was 14-13 in blink of an eye, right?
yes, yeah.
It was such a weird game. Then they couldn't hardly score the rest of the way. Like,
I hated that game.
here's the thing about the
Chiefs.
Chiefs is they were exciting when they started this run. Like Mahomes was instant offense.
Yeah.
And they're a fun team to watch, like kind of like the Lions are now, because they score a lot of offense and they play okay defense. But I mean, they're not that team anymore, though. They what do they average per game? Maybe 22, 23 points.
Yes.
Tops?
Yep. 20. Mid 20s.
I mean, they kind of just always get it done in the end, which is all you need to do. But they're not fun to watch at all.
No.
There's not much exciting offense.
I saw not my take, but I heard that that Bieniemy got let go by UCLA. They were saying Andy Reid should get him on the phone because they haven't really been good since he left.
Yeah. Give him a call.
You know?
I always wondered though. That guy got a lot of praise over the years, but how much was Andy Reid the offensive coordinator? You know.
I don't know, but I'm just saying they just haven't. Maybe it's injuries or teams got film on them, but they just don't seem as explosive as they were, and I don't know why.
Last year it was a very similar story. They were fighting for their life to make the playoffs, and this year they've just won those games that they lost last year.
Yeah, and going back to the last game, I know we're out of time, but you got Jameis Winston throwing the football. You never know, man. He could put up 500 yards and 5 picks. It's a who knows what's going to happen.
He said, "Lord,
I
this
love
isn't
that
me.
guy. He's
This
the
isn't
man.
me, Lord."
How entertaining is he?
When he throws that football, he's like, "Please be a touchdown for my team."
That's right. If it's going to be one for anybody,
when he gets picked, he always gives up a pick six. Every time.
You're right. It's not just an interception, and it's going back the other way.
It was
man.
like that in Tampa Bay too. Like that's his MO. It's like all or nothing with that guy.
Love that guy.
Did he set the record for like 28 picks and 28 touchdowns one year or something? It's like some ridiculous stat.
Not the most accurate, but you got the Dolphins at the Texans on this one. You can get it 3. You can get it 2.5 minus 120 over at FanDuel. Total on this one is 46.5. Ooh, Richie, you're from Texas originally, right? At some point in your life,
no,
you
my
were
brother
there?
and sister are though.
Yeah,
but I know you like this game, Jimmy. I was kind of leaning Dolphins, but not enough to really bet it. So the Texans just haven't looked very good either for a while. I kind of gave DW crap because he's always knocking them off his top 5, even though they're 6-2. But they haven't been impressive since the Lions kind of came back in that game.
So what would you credit that to, Jimmy?
Yeah, Jorel still says that they're still hungover from playing the Lions.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
It lasts like 6 weeks.
No kneecaps left.
It's vertigo, I think.
Yeah, it could
it's
be
a reoccurring problem.
Could be.
I'm not touching this one. I'm Texans just have all the talent in the world, but I don't know that it's gonna. I have a ticket for them to go to the Super Bowl, but I really because I just think that talent-wise they look pretty good, but it's just always disappoint. I can't believe you would take the chance on betting on them, Jimmy, knowing that you're just kind of banking that on the rest.
That's the rest. Model comes to Texans laying 4. I can get them 2.5. One of my top picks is 2.5. The 3 is not exactly as exciting, but I'm going to roll with it. Tones, what do you think?
With JT, went on FanDuel, and this is one of my picks for tonight. Minus 2.5 Texans. I think that huge stretch of no breaks for them is get a chance to rest up, come back, get refocused, and they have the talent. And I think they could come out and have a good performance after the break. So
they saw Shroud out there on the South Padre Island.
Yeah.
I don't like that. The other thing, this is the gauntlet for them, is what they're calling it. I don't know if you guys heard that. They play. Let me pull up.
That's an Indian term.
Pull up their schedule here.
It was a precursor to football.
Yeah, right. You got this game against Miami. Then it's Baltimore. That can't be right. What am I thinking of? Chiefs.
Steelers?
It was Chiefs.
Steelers play the Ravens and the
Dolphins.
And the
Ravens. That's what they got. So
say that
right
again.
In the middle of it. It was Chiefs, Dolphins, Ravens.
Okay. Because the Steelers play the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Chiefs.
Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs. Murderers Row. Yeah, so I think this is kind of one that they would really, really like to get away with a win on here. I got the New York Jets at the Jacksonville. Got this game. New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rich, you going to stay awake for this one?
No, I am not.
Okay. All right. Perfect. It's a 1:00 game. Early nap for you. You got the Jags getting 3.5 some places now. Actually getting 3.5 most places.
This is why these are games why the red zone was invented. You get stuck watching this. Holy hell.
Yeah, could you imagine if this was like your only local game?
Yeah, the only thing I
we had the Lions forever, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Jets, I guess they still care. I'm going to take them in this game. The Jags just looked out in the water to me. Oh, there's nothing to that team. And I think Rodgers cares if he wins or loses. So, go Jets.
I'll be at a family Christmas party for this time slot, and I will definitely not be watching or trying to sneak this game in.
You're not going to request they put it on? No?
And I'm not putting any funds on this game either. Hard pass.
I think the Jags would be a play, especially in like a teaser of some sort. Maybe get 9.5.
Yeah.
They played who last week? The Titans or the Colts?
Last week was the Titans, I can tell you.
And they spanked them. Jets, you could fade the Jets all fall long. In fact, if you had, you'd be doing pretty good right now. It's another one of those 4-9 teams against the spread or whatever they are, Jimmy.
It was Titans.
Yeah. Bet the Jags. Getting 3.5. Tease it with something. 9.5. Like it.
I got no play on this. However, I actually have a ticket. I got it at 3. I thought that number was going to be gone because if you followed anything throughout the course of the week, Jets have taken money every single week, except for this one, really. I mean, they moved it off the 3. It's at 3.5 most places, but there's still a 3 minus 118 over at DraftKings. So it's not good for me. Next on the list, we're still in the 1:00 window, guys. I'm going to try to pick this up a little bit. We got the Commodes at the New Orleans Saints. 7.5. Painted everywhere. 43.5 is the total. D-Dub, what do you think here? I know you love your Commodes.
It could go either way. I really think it could go either way. I think at 7.5, I think the Saints are that's a pretty strong lean for me. That's another one where you can tease that up to 13.5. Saints have been playing good the last third of the season, wouldn't you say?
No.
The Saints?
Didn't they start out? They were like on fire to start.
Started off
and then
first
they went
4
on
games.
Then they went on a bad lull.
Are they just being competitive?
They were just offense was
They beat the Giants last week.
Okay.
They picked up was it Hardiman or who did they pick up? Valdez Scantlin. Marquez Desal.
I know Carr's
right?
He's done for the year, right?
Who?
Carr, he's done for the year, right?
Oh, that is reason for concern. Yeah, he did do a.
That's why I'm taking the
leaping first down attempt. Commanders coming off a bye, I believe. Jimmy, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you should tease the Commanders minus 1.5.
Yeah, I can't see them losing this game to the Saints. Is Dennis Allen still there as a coach? Or did they get rid of him finally?
They got rid of him in week 2, I think.
Oh,
No.
Week 6, 7?
Yes.
They did? Because I'm like, is my brain cloudy or something? Cause,
it's that bronchitis.
It must be the bronchitis.
That smoke
Since
gotcha.
the fire.
I think something's eating my brain.
No, could
Gotcha.
be.
You want a cold pop?
Cold pop.
Commanders are buzzed from here.
I just don't like the 7.5.
Yeah, if it was 7, I would be all over the Commanders.
Yeah,
but
we missed it. It was.
That half is making me second guess.
Yeah, I'm
this.
second guessing it.
So,
I know you got Rattler starting right on this one.
The Rattler.
That hurts.
That definitely hurts.
You're talking me out of what I thought was
Yeah, you got
really
Rattler
a good
starting.
bet.
That's why we're here to let each other know the pitfalls.
I forgot about that. That would happen in the fourth quarter there at the end, near the end.
Yeah.
I'm not betting it, but I could see Commanders winning by 10, but I'm not going to touch this.
I'll touch it for you.
Touch it.
Twice, Tones.
Oh, that's all. Usually 3 times, and I'm good.
Rich is going to molest it here. I could see. Is Carr's career over now?
Possibly
I'll get back.
He's such an improvement over Rattler.
Yeah, he is.
You know?
Yeah,
Definitely.
no one wears the eye black better than him.
That's
Think
true.
about it. If you didn't have to pay that guy his salary and you could get him as a backup, that would be a nice guy to have on your
for
bench.
sure. Nice back. Hard to believe that right before Stafford got his contract, he was the highest paid.
Oh yeah, he was. He was
That's
trending
ridiculous.
back then.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous because he's a continuous, I would say, rated 22nd out of 32 quarterback. If that was his career average, I'd guess that. So, what are you paying for exactly?
You actually have David Carr in your hat right now.
I do.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Who's David Carr?
Derek
again?
Carr.
His brother?
His brother. Sorry about that. Derek Carr. Get
Former
cars.
number
I always
one
get my car.
Texan pick.
Right. Yeah.
He's a Texan, and you're wearing a Texan jersey.
Wow.
And
It was
you
meant
didn't-
to be.
He should go
It was
back
meant to
up
be.
Baker.
How about the Pats? Pats at the Cards. Richie, I know you like this one. We'll start with you here. It's going to be Cards laying 6 at home, 46 to 46.5.
Yeah, I'll go quick because I already covered. I think Arizona needs to win it, has to win it, and they've had a couple snoozers, but they come back in this one, get the job done, win by about, we'll call 11.
I concur with Richie. If I were betting this, I took the Cards at home. Important game for them. Pat's not really playing for anything. Yeah, I could see them taking this by at least a TD. No problem.
Agree with everything you guys said, except I think the Cardinals are done like the Bears. Probably won't win again.
Not going to win again?
Probably not. Put the find that Patriots money
let's
line,
see.
215 at FanDuel or Caesars. Seems like a strong play to me, Jimmy.
I have no opinion on this one. Rich said that they're going to win by 11. It's an interesting take. How did they get to the 11? Out of curiosity.
You know, to 11 in a lot of ways, Jimmy. 31-20.
31. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah,
34-23.
No play here for me. I will watch this though. This is in the
17 to 6.
4 o'clock window.
I can go on forever.
Yeah, that's true.
20 to
Interesting
9.
ways you can do it. Right.
21 to 10.
Oh, who's going to want to start with this one? Rich, you've been absent, so I'll give you this one. How about the Detroit Lions? They're hosting the
I
Buffalo
can't take it
Bills
from
here.
Tones. That would just be outright stealing.
You're
Wouldn't
right.
it be, Darryl?
You're right. Darryl already fucked Tones on this deal, so.
Yeah, thanks. I don't want to get
Go
fucked
ahead.
on both ends over here.
Right. Go ahead.
Well, so that's a devil sandwich, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Three.
So Lions got some D pieces coming back. McNeil, a couple other key pieces that have been practicing this week. They found a way to win without some of their key stars and plug in and play on defense. Whatever system they got going, it's working. Bills defense looked very suspect last week to the Rams, and I think the Lions will be able to move the ball up and down the field. Can the Bills counter, blow for blow? I don't know, but I think in the end the Lions defense will be the difference in this, and stop the Bills short by a TD or so.
I do have a good Bills story for you guys.
You're jumping on the bandwagon, eh, Tones?
Oh, I love the Lions.
So, Bills Rams game. That's the reason we watch football, right? Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Sure.
So we ordered some Chinese Sunday night, and I say, pause the game. There's 2 minutes left. I want to see what happens. I think maybe 2.5, whatever. The Bills were up by 6, so it was still in question or whatever, 3 or whatever it was. I go to pick up the Chinese food, and everybody's got the game paused for me. The Chinese people are going crazy about this game when I walk in there. They're like, it's not pass interference. That was insane.
Is that a terrible Chinese impression?
I was like, how so? Is that interference? And he's like, I think so. I think so is what he said.
Oh, no.
I got to get down. I got the bad voice. But
Yeah.
I try to avoid the game. I walk in, these people are going crazy. And
Sure. You couldn't miss it.
no. So
Hate when that happens when you go to a Chinese place.
Chickadee China, the Chinese.
they were
I was gonna ask if you
Orient,
had
shout
Chinese
out Orient
chicken,
Express.
Chickadee China.
Best Chinese in town. But
Orient Express. I don't know if we're
Early shout out.
early
still
shout
call
out.
it the Orient Express.
That's their name. I didn't make it up.
Is that racist? Orient?
I think the Orient. I don't know if there. I think that's been
I
retired.
think if I walked in there and called them Orientals, it could be a problem.
I think that's not okay anymore.
But,
I don't know about the Orient, like the Orient Express. I think you can say that.
yeah.
That sounds like an old WWF tag team.
Yeah, the Orient Express, brother.
it.
You should ask Dr. Chow.
Come on.
Okay, that's that.
Go Lions,
no play.
forward down the field.
Oh, I had one on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Both running backs to score.
Oh, you do have that. I saw
Yeah,
that.
that's a booyah.
Hopefully that the Lions singer doesn't get laryngitis this weekend.
Yeah.
Be tuning it up.
I thought somebody was barbecuing.
That's bronchitis.
Still in the 4 o'clock window. We got the Colts at the Broncos. Colts, I'm not looking forward to this game either. I might take a nap at this one. 4:25.
Another
Really?
4:25 game
Why do you
here.
hate the Broncos so much? You've been down on
Yeah,
them all.
why do
I
you-
never really
why do
liked
you
the
hate the Broncos?
Back up the Brinko truck. This
Yeah.
game is all Denver. That's my second pick this week.
Rich is on. Broncos, no doubt.
I thought this was one where Jorel would say, Richie, the white Sharpie's got the Colts.
No, sir.
I got the Broncos as well. I'm the white squarey.
I don't care about Sharpies and
The
trends.
white blockhead.
Broncos.
Call me Charlie Brown.
You know there's going to be weather out there, and there ain't no way the Colts are going to be able to handle that. This
My number came to 9.9 is what the
Broncos
Broncos
favorite?
should be giving.
yeah,
Oh,
that sounds about right.
9.9.
I should probably look
Fricker.
here.
I'm thinking 12.6.
I must be missing something.
back and forth.
Is there an injury
What
that
a
I'm missing
save.
or something? Does Nick's out?
No, Nix is playing.
Is Judy
I get
and-
Denver
and-
-6. That's what
Yeah.
I got.
Why is it 4?
Let's get on the Denver train, fellas.
Yeah, why is it?
Oh boy.
I know Indy money's been coming in.
Oh, toe save.
Shit, it's 3.5 over at FanDuel.
Talbot's playing.
I like the Brink guy.
At DraftKings moneyline -198 is what you're going to see later from
Oh,
me.
that's in.
Nope.
What?
Post.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess it would be a Broncos play if anything here for me.
I like that Bo Nix. I know Jorel has a lot to say about his
Jorel
footwork.
discovered him, incidentally,
Is that true?
at the high school there in Louisiana, I think it was.
Is his upside higher than Arch Manning?
No one's is.
Nobody.
No.
Shadur Sanders, maybe. He's a big Shadur
No.
guy. He's a big Shadur guy.
Big Shadur guy.
And Hendon Hooker, of course.
Can't flick it.
He can stamp it.
Tones, you like the Buccaneers at the Chargers. You got the Chargers laying anywhere 2.5 or 3, depending on where you look. 45.5 total.
Hardball all day over Baker. It's Chargers at home. They play everybody tough. Defense is solid. They come in this league, and yeah, I don't see the Buccaneers coming in and winning this game. So Chargers by a field goal minimum.
You know where that nickname comes from, the Chargers?
Hardball effect.
The Chargers?
Oh.
No, the guy from the Diners Club owned them. And he's like, what would be a good nickname for...
Oh, like credit card.
Yeah.
Is that what you...
Did you know that?
That sounds like bullshit.
Then all of a sudden, Telly Savalas got involved. And you couldn't use it anywhere.
You know,
But then there's a lightning bolt.
I was thinking after last week's show, was it Carl Malden that was the American Express or like Traveler's Checks guy?
It wasn't Telly Savalas,
It wasn't.
Diners Club.
No, I think you were right. He did
The Diners.
yeah, maybe Diners Club or American Express.
Did anybody...
Was Don't Leave Home Without It. What was that?
Don't leave home.
Whoever thought traveler's checks was like a good idea? I
Well,
don't
you can-
understand it. It's the same as carrying money.
I think if they got stolen,
Yeah.
they were
Sign
in
it,
your,
though.
they
They
were
were
somehow in your
reimbursed.
name or something.
Yeah, they were insured or something.
Yeah.
But you had to pay a fee to do it.
and
Yeah.
you couldn't use them everywhere.
Yeah.
I guess you could call and cancel them, right? Or something. Yeah.
I don't know.
You can use PayPal, by the way, at CVS. Are you guys aware of that?
Did not know
I had a
that.
hell of a time trying to do it.
How do you do on the self
PayPal's,
checkout?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's kind of Will Ferrell's hawking them these days. Supposed to get like 5% back or something like that.
Is it PayPal?
Yeah, PayPal.
Huh.
I don't know if they have a card or what they got. I'm
I
sure they
think
do.
there's some credit card.
I feel like the card would be
debit
like
card or whatever.
kind of against what they're about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, having like a physical
Yeah.
piece of plastic, right?
But
Yeah.
they don't charge interest, so how do they make their money then?
It'd be like YouTube coming down here to record
Oh
our show.
boy.
yeah. Similar. All right, we're almost out of time here. Chargers.
Oh, the only thing I wanted to say on this game is
Yeah.
I saw it -3. I wanted to bet that the actual score lands on -3 in this game.
Oh, margin. That's what
I could see
Jorel
that.
was talking about last
I
week.
was like, what the odds
Yeah.
on that? That'd be a great win.
Probably
Like
about plus-
17-14?
probably plus 10,000.
I could see 17-14.
No, is that right, Jimmy?
27.
not that much.
I'm probably off. Plus 1,200.
To end 3, if 18% of games or 16% of games end on 3.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We can figure that out then.
Yeah, 8%, I think it is for the home team. Anyway, number comes to a pick. I'd probably have to go with the Bucks here. Not that I probably really would, but that's what it's telling me.
It feels like a quite the even game. I mean,
yeah, it does. Steelers and Eagles. Steelers and Eagles playing out there in Philly. Eagles laying 5 or 5.5. 42-43 is your point total. Who wants to give this one a
real quick?
rundown?
I'll be betting the Steelers every week until they get that next win.
I told you when you made that bet, I never understood why you did that. But I don't like them to win, but I like the 5.5 this week. Like, why would you not take that? The Eagles have not been impressive. Steelers have been solid. I mean, this feels like a good old-fashioned close Philadelphia game, Pennsylvania game.
Eagles, Chiefs, and Bengals down the stretch is a murderer's row.
Tell you,
yeah.
I agree with Richie on this. I think the Steelers go in there, play them tough, battle Pennsylvania, and I think they'll keep it close, maybe with the chance to win. But I think it'll be a field goal game either way. So.
Yeah, I like Bozzy in that situation.
Yes.
I would love to see the Eagles blow them out, but I tend to agree with what
let's see
Tone just said.
I'd love to see the Steelers finally give the Eagles their third damn loss so we get some breathing room in the NFC. Christ's sake.
Sure. My number comes to Eagles laying 2.5.
Take a lot of pressure off the Lions.
Oh,
that's a play.
Steelers
I'm going to take the Steelers this week. I'm going to play
Steeler Nation.
Steeler Nation.
Jorel like that.
This is 8:20. This is Sunday Night Football, everybody. Football Night in America, as it might be called.
Brought to you by Figer Law.
How about the Pack at the Seahawks? Now, the Seahawks are at home. They got the 12th man working, getting 2.5 at home.
Yeah,
You can imagine that.
This is one of the best matchups if you look year over year. When there's always a controversy and somebody wins by
tight.
3 points. So
We'll take the ball and we'll win.
that's right. Then you also had the Fail Mary.
The Hail Mary, yes. Sir.
And then also
Golden
in the
Tate.
NFC Championship game, the Packers blew an 11-point lead in 2 minutes to Seattle, who eventually gave it away to New England, I believe, that year. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a great game. I don't know, I'm not touching it, but again, I might pick 2 winning margins by 3 this week.
I'll be chilling on the couch after jumping up and down during the Lions game.
I know,
with some
we catching our
popcorn,
breath, right?
A nice Crown and Coke, and I'll be intrigued by this. And like I said, this is gonna be a battle, and I think it's not gonna be figured out to the last minute or so. So let's come down to the wire. Enjoy the game. I'm not betting it though. So.
I wonder if Rich, based on what he's saying, could take the Packers minus 2.5 and take the Seattle money line because he figures it's going to be a 3-point game and make a
interesting.
small margin of profit on that.
Yeah, we have to run the numbers.
Maybe I'll just move it to Seattle plus 3.5.
Yeah. Lots of different ways to skin that cat.
For sure.
This, I'm getting Seattle plus 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
Whoa.
Seattle plus 5.
Looks like you're on Team Love.
So in this example, you got to take the Packers here. I would have to take the Packers. I'm going to have to. It's through the 3 substantially. It doesn't feel right, though, to me.
That's gonna be a tough match.
That's going to be a good game.
Going to be a good game.
I mean, I'm not going to take Seattle getting 2.5.
No.
I'm going to take the money line.
No, I would maybe take the Packers at the 2.5.
I mean, it's not a pleaser scenario.
No. Realtor Lauren says we're at 40 minutes. So here we go.
That's pretty good.
Let's pick this up. We only got 2 more games to go. 2 games on Monday.
2 Monday nights.
Yeah, 2 Monday nights.
Why is this Monday special for 2?
They're testing it out to see if people prefer it.
2 4:25 games this week.
Is it because college is like
there's only 2?
Little break right now?
At 4:25?
Oh, that sucks.
A couple weeks ago, you pointed out that the game of the week is at 4:25.
Yes.
This week, there's 2 games at 4:25.
I think there's usually 2.
Who's the NFC game?
Isn't there usually 2?
Eagles.
One NFC
Eagles
one.
versus Steelers.
Wow. That's going to be 2 great 4:25 games this week, too.
Torn.
Why put another game at 4:25 when you got 4 of the best teams in NFL going?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Realtor Lauren, I think we're actually going to come in on the under here if we hold up our end of the 2.5 minute per game contract. Chicago Bears at Minnesota Vikings, divisional matchup. The Vikings are at home. They're laying a touchdown. and then 43.5. Would like it.
I mean, you'd like to believe the Bears can do this, but they can't. I mean, first of all, let's say it right here. I don't know what the first half line is, but give me Minnesota $200 on that thing because the Bears suck in the first half. And I liked your guys' thought for the second half of the 49ers. It didn't really come to fruition, but they kind of fought there for the third quarter. I'm taking Vikings in this one. I really like the first half money line. Whatever it is, it's probably 3-4 based on what this line's showing here. So 3.5 or 4 is probably what it is.
I think at that price, that'd be a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think the Bears will play them tough. Vikings, they'll win this game, but the 7, I think I would take the Bears, and I think it's a 3-4 point game that the Vikes will win. But I think they find a way to keep it close. So
I'm not seeing that. I would say to rush out to DraftKings. You're located in Troy, Michigan, and get down on that one. -6.5 before it gets to 7.
Take the Vikes -6.5, you're saying?
Yeah.
Number comes to Vikes -8.5. So I would concur. There.
Let's go.
Through the 7, Jimmy.
Yep, through the 7. We only have one more game, and hopefully we can get it under 48 minutes. It's going to be the Falcons at the Raiders. Quiz, if you're in the atmosphere here. You got the Raiders getting 4 at home. 44 is the point total. Rich, you like to talk about the Raiders.
I do not like to talk about the Raiders, but yeah, so I keep trying to find Raider spots, but talk about two bad teams right now. I mean, the Falcons got to win this game, I guess. I'll tell you what, if you got some extra money, put it on the Falcons, but if you're down, just let this game go. You're not going to be happy about the ending. No happy endings.
No, unlike that Chinese restaurant you went to.
Hasso.
Yeah, like Rich said, Falcons, it's a big game for them if they want to stick around. And I think they'll find a way to... They got a lot of talent on offense, a lot of good weapons, and I think they'll find a way to win by 6 or 7 there. So,
who's starting? Mustache?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
I think O'Connell is hurt, right?
Yeah.
Real quick on that Minnesota half, -3.5. That's what I would do in the first half there.
That's a good bet.
I like that.
Yeah, maybe you could buy that one down.
Why not?
2.5. Jimmy, what do you got on this one? Because I'm not going to play it.
On this one, I got Raiders +3.5.
Yeah. Well, is O'Connell hurt too again?
I'm just looking at that right now here.
Because I know he got hurt in the game. I don't even know who comes in after that guy. Who's the next guy up over there?
Your boy, the Riddler, right?
Oh, Desmond?
Yeah. Terrible.
From Cincinnati.
Terrible. You called
Bearcat with a C.
You called him a cookie, I believe.
Yeah,
that's it.
A chocolate chip cookie.
I usually
He's not an injury report.
prefer to say Oreo, but that's just,
It's been documented.
It's been documented.
All right, I got no
there's
play here.
different kinds of cookies. There's
You
only
said
one
it.
Oreo.
You said it.
You said
That's every
I
NFL
don't
game
think that's
in
insulting.
under 48 minutes.
Very
good job.
The
Congratulations.
under came home tonight, Realtor. I think the under came home.
I was impressed with all full slate.
Yeah, well, it was a slow start, too.
Get your earnest money back.
Yeah, that's right. Get your deposit back. Okay, let's take a look at our standings here, guys, for the year.
Chi-Chis?
Actually, for our lifetime. I think we already did the Chi-Chis.
Oh,
didn't we?
big.
You got Richie. Welcome back, Richie.
Welcome back.
Yes, it's
Cotter.
46 minutes. It was
back.
close. She's pretty good at handicapping this, I got to say. Down 28.06 units for his lifetime. No picks over the last 2 weeks, Rich, so I'm looking forward to some winning from you this week.
See, I actually didn't do picks because I felt like I had so many units wagered over everybody for a long time.
You have 342.
You're the wager
You do.
king.
I don't know how
I don't know
that
how did I get ahead of everybody.
I have no idea.
The big unit.
Oh, wait. Realtor Lauren says that technically it's over 30 is her bet. Yeah, you know it's going to be over 30.
Oh,
That's, wow. Yeah.
She sounds like
Come
she's making bets with Jorel.
Yeah,
It's like minus 480.
That's a wing wong on that.
D-Dub down 2.31. We got to round you. We're going to round you to 2. Down 2.
I lost another unit and a half last week.
You did. You did. Tones.
Thank God for Scotty Scheffler.
I'll tell you what. I was going to say something about that. And Scotty Scheffler. What did I say? If it was 2018,
18.
yeah. You're making fun of Tones. So it's riding Scotty Scheffler every week. Okay, Tones down 12.84 after that big Michigan bet a couple weeks ago coming home. Pretty good there. I'm up 22.86 for the group. We're down 20.35. Let's take a minute here and zoom in on our NFL performance. Richie for his lifetime, down not much, half a unit, under 1 unit. How about that? Last 30 days and last 90 days, you are green, my friend. Tones down 3.51. Again, last 30 days and last 90 days up. D-Dub, lifetime, down 1.31. However, your last 90 days, these are starting to roll off now. Plus 1301, but the last 30
That's
down
impressive.
2.34.
What a 90-day stretch.
Yeah, it was a great 90 days. Great 90 days. And I'm only up now in NFL plus 5.68. I think I had at one point, I might have touched 20 this year.
Jim, you're
Plus 20.
dancing with the
You
red
believe
here.
that. Terrible. NCAA, Richie down across the board. Tones after the big Michigan win, plus 10.23. Last 30 days, plus 8.55. Dub, you're down a little bit for your lifetime, down a little bit for the 30.
I've heard Tones say 2 in the pink before. I don't like the sound of that
that's
at all.
actually supposed to be red.
I don't know, pink's okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the color, I think the color is supposed to be red.
About steak.
What I'm saying. Talk about steak.
Medium rare.
Yeah, more of a.
These are the
medium
top
rare.
picks.
Let's go ahead and get these top picks in. And Rich, I know
One
it's,
in the
this
green.
may seem foreign to you, but you're up first here.
Oh, I know. Well, these are for Daryl.
Go.
I'm supposed to hide them.
Oh shit! Don't look at it.
I already saw this one. I already saw it.
You already saw it. Okay.
All right. Well, we talked about it earlier. I'm putting a unit and a half on the Cowboys to win on the money line. Ride a horse, save a cowboy against Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Got two more. I think I got two more. The last one, no music attached to it though.
All right. Let me look at the next one. Yes, you do. Okay. So. What the fuck? So the pick is it's the Stillers plus 5.5 against Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
Well, the it would be like something like Macho Man or something like that for the Steel Workers of America.
Nope.
Versus who are they playing?
Playing Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Rocky. It's related to Rocky.
Oh man.
I thought about Rocky.
Gonna fly now.
It crossed his mind.
Gonna fly
did.
now.
All right.
I feel like Macho Man crossed my mind for some reason today.
YMCA.
Could have been this one.
He just like
Steely
randomly
Dan.
thinking about it.
Steely Dan
Wow.
and Motown Philly back again for the Stillers.
Wow.
Back
Yeah.
again. Checks in the ring.
Yeah.
I think we stretched this bit out one too many weeks.
We might have. It's getting harder. It's getting harder for you.
Crikey.
Oh, we already talked about this, right, Richard? We don't need
Yeah, we're good.
We don't need to go back into that. All right, next one.
I'm like that one Marvel character where she puts her hands on the people and then she's like in their mind or whatever, you know?
Oh yeah. Wolverine,
but when you come out of
Deadpool.
that, you're not the same.
No.
That's what's happening here.
Okay, this one. This one is Navy against
Army.
In the
against
Navy.
Army.
Big
no,
game?
no.
Big game.
Think harder on this one.
He thought about the Army. Ben Folds
Wait,
style.
Army versus Navy? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tones one's on
Yeah,
this.
Tones.
It's music related.
In the
Yeah.
Navy did pop in my. That's an obvious one, right? Though.
It was too. That's what I'm saying. If you guys
Yeah.
really, you guys got to think a little harder on this one.
He thought about the Army. Ben
Yeah.
Folds song.
No.
Oh.
Army and Navy, that's a tough.
Army,
Tones,
Navy.
I'll give you a hint on Navy. Think Billy Joel.
Yeah, Billy Joel.
Oh.
Second time this show. Fourth time in the
He's
last 2
still
weeks.
in the Navy and will be.
And it's my brother who was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
Shout out Dan.
Dan at the bar.
Dan is part.
Brother of his.
He's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy.
Talking with
Davey.
Dan. That's still in the Navy.
I changed it to Danny.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine too. It's fine too.
Davey
How about
still in-
Army? Any idea for Army?
It's not Ben Folds.
Correct.
No,
I mean, correct. It's not.
that would not have been a bad choice though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think of this in Stripes. Bill Murray says Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard.
Does not have to do with stripes. Tones anything?
I got nothing for Army, dude.
All right. The Traveling Soldiers.
Oh, that was right on the tip of my tongue.
That was your next guess.
And I was going to say the Arkansas Traveler, which was a show on Saturday mornings.
Dixie Chicks top songs. I mean,
Oh,
I didn't even know what that was.
yeah.
What do you like about Navy here in this game? It's plus 220 on the money.
I
line.
like it's we're talking about in-state battles. This game is always a toss-up. Throw the records out the window. Give me the plus 220. And take the Navy in this one. Anchors away, baby.
Anchors away, baby. Okay, this one there is no. There's nothing clever about this.
No.
This is just straight up.
No, not at all. But Wrexham, I'll tell you what, they've been getting by. I mean, they're number 2 in the table. They win every game by a point, but their schedule has been loaded with top 10 teams in the table. They're getting a battle here at home versus one of the bottom feeders here. So I'm going to give up a goal and a half, take the 145.
2 units.
Right off into the sunset, baby.
Is that a Ram?
Wrexham.
Not a Ram,
Not
but
a
it's
Ram.
close to it. I feel that's my favorite pick of the week. So
Okay.
Wrexham.
Very good. Welcome back, Richie. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's Tones. You're up, pal.
who sung that one, Jimmy?
John Travolta.
It was
Very close.
Maybe
Very close. John Sebastian.
John Sebastian.
You might know him from The Love and Spoonful, but this is a solo project.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wings down 1-0 intermission. Shot away, hopefully, from tying this up, but we'll see what happens. They've had a lot of chances, no scores.
That's a great pick, Tones.
Yeah, I'm not going to rehash this, but I like the Texans after the bye, getting hopefully refreshed there and show us the talent that they do have on their team at home. Taking the Chiefs minus the 4.5. I had the flip of this last week, but I just think the Browns are no Chargers.
Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston.
And I'm sticking with the Leos.
Jumping on the bandwagon.
Riding DW's coattails here.
Thank you.
But I just think at home they'll be jacked for a big game. They've had 10 days kind of break. Got some important defensive pieces coming back. And I think you'll see the best of the Lions on Sunday. And sticking with my Chargers, they've been pretty good to me pretty much all season. And tough D at home, going to give Tampa some fits. So I like that.
Whoa!
And this is going on tonight. I think JT's got the Knights and the Jets over 5.5, but I also added the Oilers and the Wild to parlay that to try to get a plus 232.
I don't know, plus 232. Sounded like it needed an air horn there for you, Tones. All right, buddy. Those are Tones. Tones' top picks. D-Dub, you're up here next.
What do we got here? Oh, Iowa Hawkeyes. Geez, we should probably check in on this one. At this point, guys, it's too late to do anything. So
You gave it to everybody in the beginning, though, right?
yeah.
Hopefully we had audio from when we gave those out.
Let's take a peek at what they're doing right now, Jimmy.
All right, take a peek.
Live.
You're looking live.
Looking
College
They're up 8, Daryl. 16 to go.
There you go.
All right.
Just yeah.
Looking
fine
good.
as wine.
Debo to get a catch. Should we check in on this one?
Probably checking on this one. Yeah, it should be underway here.
49ers got a field goal on their first drive.
That's optimistic.
Yeah.
Does Debo have a catch?
Let's see.
He does have a catch.
All right.
Did he get it on the first drive?
They've only had one drive, I'm sure. I'm sorry. That's not. Maybe not. One second.
I don't have it at FanDuel.
Their first drive, they didn't do much.
Huh.
Uh-oh. We'll have to
No,
look.
he did make it on the first. Oh, that's the second drive. Damn it.
This is the second week then that these first drive things aren't coming home. Not that that means anything, but
I thought it was a fun bet.
well, those are fun. I like that. That's kind of a different way to attack.
Probably
something.
more fun when you're watching the game.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
like
they
looking
didn't-
it up after the fact.
They
huh?
didn't get it, Daryl. Sorry. Went 3-0.
Here's your big parlay.
Big parlay. Just the money lines. Let's see. The Rams, Steelers, Seahawks are all dogs. So we certainly don't expect to win this. We're just putting a measly half a unit on it. But could be worth damn near 13 in return.
Damn near.
I do like all those teams to win, so that's kind of how I came about that bet.
Gotcha.
Another
gotcha.
fun one.
Hey, here's a one for your hometown VW.
Monty is Montgomery, and Gibbs is Gibbs. Rich would say NCIS Gibbs is going to score a touchdown. And George Monty Burns is going to score a touchdown for the Lions. It has to happen, both of them in the same game, and it could be running, passing, can't be throwing. But Bills have a depleted run defense. Heard about that last week. Maybe they got some of them guys back. I don't know, but a depleted run defense. So,
question for you.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you know the answer to this. How many games this year have both of them scored a touchdown? Because it feels like almost every game except for the one game that I had.
Laid everything on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it sure seems like it.
That one,
Rich,
cost me.
Tones?
What's that?
How many games did both of them score a touchdown? Would you say?
I would say
together
7 or so.
Yeah, I would 6, 7.
That's only half.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking how much Tones look like Christian McCaffrey a little bit there.
Oh, you do like Christian McCaffrey.
I'll take that.
Yeah. How's your thigh?
That's my thigh.
Is that a calf?
How's your thigh?
My legs are holding up a little better than Christian.
Yeah, they are.
This is a Ram at home.
I bet his pooper's in better order than yours, though.
Whose isn't?
I've had no major reconstructive surgeries.
Charlie Brown has the Broncos here. Ram at home, 2 units. Got to get over there at DK before it's too late. Minus 198. I think this is going to bring you a full unit in return.
Going to pay you 1-2.
Yeah. You see the Colts going on the road to the mighty Broncos?
I really can't. I don't understand it
Bo Nix
personally.
time.
But
I think Jimmy needs a Bo Nix jersey.
Bo Nix, baby.
Next time I see my jersey guy,
Bo.
I'll
Bo.
see if he's got one.
Guy.
These are mine.
Jersey guy?
Yeah, I got a jersey guy.
Got a hat guy.
My oldest introduced me to his jersey guy.
Is this game?
Is he out
this
of Mount
game going on
Clemens?
already?
Is it Kevin Smith?
No.
Get it?
Let's see.
Is he from Jersey?
Yes. He made that movie,
Jersey
Guy.
Girl.
Girl.
Jersey Girl. Yeah.
God
There's a lot of
dang
jerseys,
it.
too.
Jersey Girl. Okay, I got
Rosario
the
Dawson.
This game is 1-1 halfway through.
1-1 halfway through.
Yep.
Okay, that we don't know if that's coming home or not. How about the Golden Knights? That just started 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Over.
One goal in that game.
One goal in that game. First period still?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I also have Brock Purdy under 19.5. I don't know if that's too early to tell here. Panthers and Canucks. This is one that I didn't talk about yet. Panthers and Canucks over 5.5 total goals. This one was minus 109 at Bet Rivers. My number on this one came to, get this, minus 244.
Wow.
Which I asked Tones, I said, is somebody dead on the Panthers or something? Why would that be so far off?
Yeah.
So I'm taking it. I'm not sure what the issue is. Why that would be so
both
far
teams
off.
could throw up some scoring. Both of those teams.
Yeah, there's got to be something. But when it's that big of a difference, I still kind of like even if somebody is hurt, I still kind of like it. Texans minus 2.5. Talked about this one already. No need to go any further with this one. Hey, how about some women's tennis? Did you guys forget about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, women's tennis. How about Erica Andreeva to win tomorrow morning out there in Limoges, France against, what's her name? Naif. I can't remember her first name. Begins with a C. This one, guys. D-Dub, I don't know if you ever heard me say this before, but the wrong team is favored here. Wrong team is favored. You're getting plus money on Erica Andreeva. I come to minus 174 for Andreeva here on the hard courts out there in France. So
wrong set of tubes is favored.
Yes, the wrong Ute is favored. And those were the top picks.
Those are not positive rushing yards.
There you go, Bert.
Yeah.
He has no rushing yards, Jim. So you're
I
on pace.
like it. On pace.
The under's holding up.
I like it a lot. Let me go ahead and get our trivia answer in here. Normally I forget, but I'm not going to forget this tonight.
It's a tricky one, I think.
Diamond sharp today, guys. I did forget to check text. I'll check that.
I feel like I might have been one short of the...
Oh, that's not good. Let me back out of that. I might give away the answer if I did that. Okay, let's try this. Question was, the Rams won an NFL championship representing how many different cities? So I know that you guys could probably name 2 of the cities.
That's all I got, too. That's my guess.
Well, I think they were the Chicago Rams at one point.
I think you're close. D-Dub said 2.
Thank you.
And I was wondering if they were referred to as Anaheim one time, one couple of years.
Tones, you said 2.
No, I don't think so.
Richie, you said 3.
White Sharpie.
It's going to be interesting. Nobody in the chat said anything. I wonder if my dad knows this one. Correct response is 3.
Dadgum.
Yes,
Oh,
it was the
Cleveland.
Rams in 1945.
Chicago
They were
Cardinals.
Are we talking about Super Bowls or championships?
You said
I thought it
NFL
was Super Bowls.
championships.
Yeah, NFL championships, which would include Super Bowls now.
That's
Right?
bull.
Yep. So there you go. They won.
It wasn't the
3 of them.
NFL, though.
That's the logo.
That was the NFC.
No, it was called the NFL. The AFC was the AFC. Then they merged and they became NFC, AFC.
Thank you, Rich. That's the logo from the Cleveland Rams.
I'm
by
going
the
to
way.
play this one under protest.
Yeah, but you know what that means? Per the rules of the numbers guys, the bylaws, you guys have to Rochambeau best out of 3 to determine who's going to be buying the beer next week. Did you know
Jeepers
that?
creepers.
You guys ready?
You have to buy eggnog for Christmas.
Yeah, it's going to be a special show, maybe a holiday ale or
Do we
something.
can
I
do
got
it in moose.
We got to
The
find.
moose cups.
I have one.
It's got to be a
I have one of
Christmas.
those.
It's got to be a Christmas type beer either way. So whoever has to buy.
Yes, and you didn't read.
Pine needles all over the place.
You probably didn't read today's contract, but it's got to be a 12-pack of whatever it is, or a case, at least 12.
It's gonna be
Yeah, it's going to be an expensive one.
needly.
I tried to make it an easy question.
Really?
Well, you just had to give me a number between, legitimately 0 and 4 would be what you guys did. But
I got the LA Rams, St. Louis Rams.
yeah,
That's
Me too.
it.
That's what
That's all there is.
yeah,
That's what I was feeling too.
sure. All
All
right,
right,
shoot 'em up.
Jones.
Best out of 3. Here we go.
Let me roll up the.
This has become one of the most classic battles here on.
Yeah.
Tones had the early, I feel like, advantage, and lately it's been all dubs. So
That's why we sat them together on the couch, so it's real easy for them to Rochambeau.
that makes sense now.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Doink.
1-0 for
wait.
D-Dub.
Let me refresh.
For the people that are audio only on Sirius XM.
Paper, scissors.
Tie. Oh, 1-1.
boy.
1-1.
Oh, boy.
It all comes down to this.
Cut the tension with a knife. No, he did it again.
I tricked you.
Looked
Going
like
3.
Tones was caught between scissors and
You switched it up
Yeah.
since last time, Jimmy.
Yeah. He's changed his
Son of a gun.
algorithm, so that means D-Dub buying the beer next week.
Christmas beer.
I'm excited about that. Christmas beer. It's going to be a good Christmas beer, at least 24 of them.
24.
At least 24.
pack.
PBR could be a Christmas beer if you put a bow on it, I guess, right? Or a Bush Light, whatever. Just make it look
Interesting.
Christmassy. How about some shout-outs, guys? Richie, you want to lead us off with a shout-out?
Shout out.
I think I had a couple shout outs out there, but shout out to you guys somehow keeping this afloat without me. Really appreciate it.
Shout out.
I didn't think it could be done, but you guys always come through and impress me. So I appreciate that. And shout out to me for showing up
Shout
sick.
out.
Whoa.
Because
I'll allow it. Wait, I'll allow it.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll
You
battle
sure?
through.
Tones cleared it? Okay.
Had a couple beers
Shout
with the
out.
fellas. I feel pretty good. And shout out to anybody that has old vintage hats. I'll wear it on the show for you, and I'll keep it. So thank you.
What is that? What? If you have an old vintage hat,
Yeah,
I'll wear
I
it
got the
and keep
Oilers. I
it.
got the old Bucks.
Oh,
I'm trying
okay.
to wear the vintage NFL hats here.
Those are
So-
other people's hats, or those?
No, these are mine.
They're
But I'm
your-
trying
okay.
to start a trend here, so the people just start
Send
sending
you
you their
used
I'll
old
wear
hats.
it for you.
Shout out.
Just throwing it out there for the people.
Yeah, if anybody has some old ass hats that you'd like Rich to wear.
No, we got some light
Email.
spray here, or I got some deer shit somewhere.
Yeah, we do. It's over there. Email numbers guys at numbersguys.live.
Get Slobby Robbie
Shout
there to fix those hats up.
Sure. Yeah, he'll clean them up real nice. What do you think, Tones? Anybody want to shout out?
Shout out JT. He was here early for appointment on light sleep. He wanted to get a nap up here for a couple hours, but as what happens in this office, you get interrupted occasionally by people coming and going. But he toughed it out, plowed through, and Rich for bringing me back. It's nice to have guests and change up once in a while, but it's always nice to have the Fab Four here. So
Fab Four.
Fab Four.
Shout
All
out.
right. Well, thanks, Tones. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah.
I think I'm going to shout out the guy from the Hilltop for buttering Jimmy up last week.
Good ideas, that guy. I like that guy. Me and him, I think, are.
This is Jorel.
Jorel's buddy.
No, Jorel's buddy. What a nice guy. He really likes the show, and I appreciate all the kind words he had for us. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. He did mention that we need to start getting more cheese content. Do you remember that?
Cheese content.
Said that we could do some cheese reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese in,
I
man.
went away from the food reviews. Like, I don't know why.
I love cheese.
We
I
need,
like
to go, we need to
cheese.
go back
Yeah.
to some food. Yeah, he's right.
Should everybody just start bringing in some cheese with the beer?
I like doing the food reviews.
Shout out to my buddy Joe. I saw him for the first time in
College Joe?
6 months. Different Joe.
Oh.
He had some health issues the last 2 years here, and he might be subscribing to the podcast.
Really?
If he can figure it out.
It might be number 270. Yeah.
So,
Not that we pay attention.
this is going to be our 101st video
Yeah. Said 100
the,
videos this week.
channel.
Yeah.
No
101?
shit.
A lot of content out
What,
there.
this one right here is?
Yeah.
101.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know last
I
week.
didn't know
was
I don't know.
the
Does that,
century.
does that count the shorts and stuff? though?
Yeah, it counts all that stuff.
Yeah.
Counts all that
Well,
stuff.
let's pretend that next week is our 100th episode.
How about
It'd be
we count
102,
them out?
like the bear.
Or let's pretend it's our 1000th episode. Who gives a fuck? If you're pretending, right? Who cares?
It might
Shout
be a
out.
different kind of podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Well, shout out to your buddy Joe. Glad to hear he's on the right path to
Broadway
recovery,
Joe?
hopefully.
Yeah, he seems to be doing better. So,
RFK
out
is
to
going to
Joe.
help that up, too.
Ooh, bad news in the chat, guys. I don't know if you saw this, but looks like Rich is going to be buying a new laptop because Realtor Lauren, she said ignore that. It looks like an I or a line. She said she spilled water on her laptop.
Hopefully, backed up all
Probably
the...
spit the water out when I shot it out myself.
That could be.
hopefully,
it's a bold move.
Hopefully, you
Yeah,
backed
I've,
up all the tax returns.
This is I have an aura about me because last time I remember a computer incident, Daryl spilled a bowl of soup all over his work laptop.
that can happen.
Oh, what kind of soup was it?
Chicken noodle.
Chicken noodle.
I was two what do you call those cubes over, and all I heard was ah!
You should have spelled like pea soup or something. It
Oh,
wouldn't have
that's even
penetrated
worse.
as much.
All you hear is the laptop trying to shake it out.
How hot was the soup? Was the scream because of the heat or was it because of
What
the laptop?
temperature is burning?
Yeah, scalding.
Scalding. Yeah.
Sorry
Yep.
to hear that, man.
Oh, we got
all
some
that.
weather here too. Jumping on the under, man.
Oh, yeah.
The under's probably looking
Interesting.
sexy on this game.
Sexy
Interesting.
specs. Yeah.
Who do I got for shout outs? I had somebody. Oh, I want to shout out our Arabic friends that were commenting on the video last week. You know, we had a hell of a lot. The broads brought in a hell of a lot of people.
I didn't
do that.
subscribe.
No, nobody subscribed, but we got a heart from an Arabic gentleman. I went to his.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went to his YouTube page. You can
Yeah.
do that, and it's all in squiggly line writing and stuff. So shout out to you, man. I don't know how to say your name, and like I said, I hear we're going viral in Iraq right now. So
Phonetic.
it's phonetic.
They're building a statue of us in
Well,
Baghdad.
they're like not used to seeing girls without scarves.
Right, that could be.
Yeah, that'd be great. We might have like a monument of stone with our heads.
We're just taking the place of Saddam in Baghdad. The
That'd be
statue.
funny if we really did like an Istanbul, Turkey, or something like that. Is that still around, by the way? I don't think.
Istanbul is
Istanbul.
Constantinople.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. If we become really popular there for some reason.
Turkey, though, now is spelled different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
is.
hear about
noticed
that?
Yeah.
What'd they
It's
do?
weird. Put
What
an
letter
eye
did
or
they
something.
change?
It's Turkey now.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's what I saw
Who changed
too.
that? You can't change Turkey.
I don't know, man. It's
It's been around forever. You can't just
it's
change
it's
it.
not the first time this has happened. I forget what other country. Is it India? They got their big city
Mumbai.
Mumbai. It used to be Bombay.
Right.
I think Niger changed his name.
You know, it's funny. I was watching
Shout out.
Chappelle's show yesterday for the first time in a long time with the. I'm not gonna say it, but the family. You remember that?
Oh, I just saw
Yeah,
the clip on
it's
the
NIGAR.
the cereal.
That's
Please.
Oh yeah.
Who's that new recruit that the Eastern Michigan got?
Oh, Noah.
Noah. Yeah.
Noah Nija.
Right.
Shout
Not gonna
out.
say it.
Shout out to Noah. And shout out to my beautiful wife and my beautiful wife's friend, Owie. It was a fun time last week. Unfortunately, Rich is sitting in that seat now, but that was a lot of fun. And shout out
At
to the
least
Hilltop.
those two looked out for my best interest, unlike the rest of you fellas.
They did. Allie
Shout
said
out.
she made sure not to spit too much onto your microphone.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. And then shout out to Realtor Lauren
Shout out.
and Best
Shout
Buy,
out.
where you're going to buy that new laptop. And guess what? That's going to conclude this episode of the. We need a gavel. Wouldn't
That's
that
right.
be cool if you could hammer
Like
a gavel?
Judy?
I've been
Yeah.
saying that for years.
I could see Tones doing that for sure.
I'm
Like
putting
Judge
that,
Judy?
I'm putting that on the Christmas list for you.
Yeah, put it on. And welcome back, Rich. Glad that you made it back.
I believe I
Welcome
said I
back.
wanted to gavel in episode 6.
Might have been. Oh, you know what that means. We'll see you guys next week, 7 o'clock. We're going to do the power ratings for. What's it
Christmas
called?
song.
Christmas song.